welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Trojans offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man quickly. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, USC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hoosiers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head?
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
First and goal for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Back to throw, it's Coates. He unleashes a long one. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm.
Got some room to run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off play action on first down. Right on the money. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Under fire. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, your defense is going to have to turn the page quickly. Not only did you just give up a 4th down run, but you gave up an explosive play, and now they've got the ball down close to your goal line. You're going to have to play big-time football here with your back against the wall.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intent.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And that one did not work. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown USC. And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Coates. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle.
He's got it on the outside. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Punts it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just ran over it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Coates. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone. And
touchdown, Hoosier! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute goal.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington.
And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Here's a heat. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really?
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To throw, it's Coates. Fakes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Snagged in the middle. It's Powell. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Just going to keep it after the snap. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And it's hauled in at the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
14.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Coates. Grabbed in the middle, it's Powell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll keep it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score.
He uncorks one deep. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been... Big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Green. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Indiana, 14.
So first down will open up the final period. They just keep firing, buying some time. Unleashes one. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Hogs it downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Great place to start for this offense.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
USC.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Might be looking to run. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that
play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
He runs out of bounds.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 35 to Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Punt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open. If it's zone, they're open. Feed those star wide receivers.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Hill. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw it. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Steps away to find some room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Powers forward. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll toss it to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and, man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games. Forget the heartbreakers. This play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA